Hello and welcome to the Good Evening Portugal podcast from Aveiro today, and I'll give you the answer to this at the end. But what creatures are making this noise? Sorry, not noise, is it? Sound. The laughing you can hear is human beings in the background. I'll tell you what that is in about 5 minutes' time. Yeah, hola, boa noite. It's Carl Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal podcast. That was something I recorded a little bit earlier on, and we have had a wonderful day in Aveiro. And let me tell you a bit about that from the catalogue. That is the internet. Aveiro is a city on the west coast of Portugal set along a lagoon called Rio de Aveiro. It's distinguished by its canals navigated by colourful boats, and they will be barcos molicheiros, traditionally used to harvest seaweed. Not far from its core, known for Art Nouveau buildings, the Cathedral of Aveiro with its prominent bell tower. The Museu de Aveiro, housed in a former convent, has a lavish tomb made of marble. Doesn't sound terribly exciting from that description, but yeah, as with so many Portuguese principal towns and places, there's always lots to see and do, and savour the sort of traditional Portuguese atmosphere of how Portuguese people go about life, and it's always a lot of fun and easygoing, and you're surrounded by great food and coffee and cakes and nice weather. So Aveiro is great, like most other places, but it's also has its distinct charms as well, and it's going to be the headquarters town of the organisation of which I'm community builder. That's OurNet, which you'll maybe have heard me mention before, and we're in the incubator, the PCI Creative Science Park is what it's called, as part of the University of Aveiro. So that's my day job, if you like, and something I'm very proud to be part of, and the development of OurNet, a social network primarily for community development and greater communication and understanding and fulfillment for communities. And you'll hear more about that in subsequent episodes, or if you look me up online, you'll see more about OurNet. But today's about Aveiro, and a little bit of a clue about what we've been doing today, as well as coming to this beautiful, what feels like a coastal town. I mean, it's set back from the coast by salt. They call salt lakes or salt marshes, where salt is made, and you have to go some way out of town to get to the coast, but it is well worth it. The beaches, you head towards Ilhavo, and the beaches are fantastic. The Atlantic beaches are very, very nice and worth a little trip out of town along the dual carriageway. But Aveiro has much to commend it as its own half day or day out. Great place to come as a family. And it's quite flat as well. For those of you who have the concern of pushing a pram around or not wanting to navigate a hilly place such as Lisbon and many other Portuguese places, Aveiro is not uniquely but unusually flat as Portuguese places go. So it's a good place for anyone with in a wheelchair maybe, or sort of limited mobility, who wants to keep things on a flatter terrain. There are the canals, hence its nickname as the Venice of Portugal. And also I think it has an unofficial nickname as the Chicago of Portugal as well, because it can be windy because of its coastal location. But great fun today going to see Lisa, who runs Monte Frio alpaca farm, and that's what you heard just now, alpacas, and Lisa does an amazing job there. You can do her farm tour, and she has done alpaca trekking, and all sorts of alpaca related. Did I say llamas earlier on? Forgive me. It's the Montefiore alpaca farm, and the sounds you heard, the beautiful sounds, the lowing sort of sound, was that of the alpacas. Wool is la, beginning of lanolin, I guess, and alpaca, guess what in Portuguese, is alpaca. So check out Aveiro, check out the alpaca farm. Take care. Até breve.